The Tragedy of Liberation, a book by Frank Decatur, details how the communists under Mao took over China. As it turns out, the communist Chinese had their very own version of a fake pandemic in 1952, an effort that was used to further consolidate their control over the country. Here's how it went down. Phase 1. Fear. Beijing alleged that America was waging germ warfare by dropping disease insects all over China. This stoked a mass hysteria event across the entire country as Chinese civilians became terrified of flies, fleas, mosquitoes, dragonflies, and all manner of insects. This in turn led to panic. Countless numbers of people who were bitten by bugs immediately rushed to the hospital in fear for their lives, overcrowding medical facilities. Also, food was hoarded by those who feared a total breakdown of society was imminent. Phase 2. Fake science. Millions of insects were captured and examined in laboratories and determined, falsely, to be quote-unquote infected with typhoid and dysentery, bacilli, and other diseases, further spreading the fear. Phase 3. Lockdowns. China's militia locked down houses and entire city blocks to keep people from spreading the supposed infections. They cut down trees, burned greenery, and turned entire cities into stark concrete landscapes devoid of greenery. Next came the shaming. The communists forced everyone to join the collective effort to rid the country of insects and proclaimed, quote, "He who does not kill flies is guilty of germ warfare," end quote. They also placed black flags on the homes of those who didn't comply to further incite public shame. Surprisingly, the fake pandemic of 1952 is also where the practice of public masking first began. According to Decatur, quote, "Many residents, from traffic police and food handlers to street sweepers, started wearing cotton masks, which always surprised foreign visitors. This habit would last for decades," end quote. Phase 4. Vaccines. China's military forcibly vaccinated everyone, except for those who literally ran away, for typhus, typhoid, and just about every other disease for which there was a vaccine, whether they wanted it or not. The final result? China's fake germ warfare scare of 1952 and its subsequent political response was a massive failure. The campaign did little to improve basic health care, while the incidence of certain diseases actually increased from before the start of the scare campaign. Thanks for listening, and until next time, this is South Bay signing off.